We, the people. They, the government. Maybe no language has been so tortured by the leftists as the two words, the people. What did the words the people do to deserve so much mistreatment at the hands of those American people who hate America? Let's have a look. If you print a $100 bill and buy stuff with it, it's counterfeiting. When the government prints a $100 bill and buys stuff with it, it's money. Even if there is no more backing up the piece of paper that the government printed than the one you printed. We are going to claim that the only real difference is that in the first case, you get stuff. In the second case, the people in the government get stuff. And the people in the government who get the stuff aren't the people. They are our rulers. The people in the government say that the stuff they buy with money is your stuff, but mostly it isn't. Because these two groups of people, the people in the government, the people who are ruled by the government, are two different groups of people. Some people will say that is not correct though. But to others like us, it's pretty obvious. Look at it this way. If you are not one of the people in the government, then obviously you are not in the government. And if you are not in the government, you are one of the people who are ruled by the people in the government. We can put it another way. Think about the $100 bill again, keeping in mind the difference between the people in the government and the people whom they rule. As we said, and when you print a $100 bill and buy stuff with it, it's counterfeiting. And when the people in the government print a $100 bill and buy stuff with it, it's money. And the people in the government get the stuff. The people in the government possess and use most of the stuff the government buys, such as cars, computers, buildings, airplanes, guns, and so on. An exception would seem to be outlays such as Social Security payments. In the case of Social Security and other government insurance businesses, the people in the government give you some of the money they took from you, or printed, and they tell you that Social Security is a good deal for you. But if paying into Social Security was really such a good deal for you, would they have to force you to do it? You know the answer. When the government prints money and gives some to you, the people in the government keep enough to make politicians wealthy and to pay for free health care and lavish retirement and other benefits for the people in the government, of course. And those people in the government, what do they produce? Counterfeit money. More government. That's what the people in the government produce. Besides the entitlements like Social Security, another famous example where the people in the government do give you something in return for the money that they took from you is roads. The people in the government take money from you, or print it, to hire private contractors to build roads. Then the people in the government let you drive on the roads. The people in the government tell you that they control the roads that you paid for public safety reasons. But public safety is mostly just a way to get more money from you. Ask yourself this: if the people in the government were really interested in public safety, where would they set up to arrest speeders? 1. Where there have been the most accidents caused by speeding. 2. Where the people in the government can take more money from the people who aren't in the government. How many public safety traffic fines do police give to other police for breaking the laws created for public safety? In 2005, Union City, California, was caught trapping motorists with a yellow signal time 1.3 seconds below the minimum established by state law. As a result, the city was forced to refund more than $1 million in red light camera fines. Union City's traffic engineers admitted that they had set the yellow signal time at Union City Boulevard and Lowry Road at 3 seconds, despite the state law mandating the time be 4.3 seconds or greater. 6 cities that were caught shortening yellow light times for profit. Motorists.org 2008. Some municipalities shorten the length of time the yellow is on in traffic lights so they can get more revenue by finding more of the people for running red lights. And the people in government don't like it when the people who aren't in the government try to interfere with government revenue streams. Is the main goal of government regulators really public safety, or is it getting your money? In 2013, Mats Jarlstrom was living in Beaverton, Oregon, and his wife got a ticket based on a red light camera. Mats's education was as an electrical engineer in Sweden. He measured the length of time the yellow light was on and did some research, and he found that the formula used for setting the length of yellow was not correct. He sent a polite email to the Oregon State Board of Examiners for Engineering and Land Surveying, which regulates traffic lights in Oregon regarding the matter, and explained his background in electrical engineering and his evidence for the yellow being too short. He didn't even ask for his wife's money back. As a result, the Oregon State Board of Examiners for Engineering and Land Surveying fined Matz $500 for engineering without a license. Quote, according to the board, critiquing the length of yellow lights and talking about his ideas with members of the public made Matz a lawbreaker because he's not an Oregon licensed professional engineer. Unconstitutional asset forfeiture as a source of government revenue. Across America, local and state police, DEA, and other federal police forces unconstitutionally seize billions of dollars in cash, cars, houses, and other property from innocent Americans and keep the money. It's called asset forfeiture. It's done under the pretext of public safety, but it is really just a form of revenue for the government. If you doubt it, you really should watch this video from the Institute for Justice titled DEA Caught Red-Handed Airport Intimidation. If we the people are honest with ourselves, the people in the government are. Taking a gigantic amount of our money as taxes, printing, borrowing vast amounts of money, and promising that they will pay it back with money they take from us, the tax-paying people. What are rulers doing with that money? A lot of them are getting fabulously wealthy. Government regulators get high-paying cushy jobs from which they essentially cannot be fired and receive lavish benefits and pensions. And what do they produce in those jobs? Counterfeit money and more government.
Thank you for your interest in Rightful Freedom. Please help us grow by liking and subscribing and commenting. We would love your feedback and see more content at our website, rightfulfreedom.com.